Welcome back everyone to Captain of Industry and our You Shall Not Pass playthrough. And this is our little base. Looking good. So, as promised, we are going to tackle steel production in this episode. Alright, so we are pretty much ready to go. I've set up my assemblers all ready to produce the red construction parts as soon as we get steel. Alright, so we're basically chaining off regular construction parts, feed in to make the yellow construction parts. We have an overflow just for when we need the normal construction parts. And again, we have an overflow for the yellows in here. And then the reds will go into here. Getting a little bit tight for space, but we can just sneak it in. Alright, so what are we doing over here? So the way your steel works is regular blast furnace to make the molten iron. You feed the molten iron into an oxygen furnace. But the oxygen furnace needs both molten iron and oxygen. And then, to supply the oxygen, we need an air separator, which produces oxygen and nitrogen. For the moment, we're just burning off the nitrogen until we decide what we're going to do with that. And so one of these air separators is going to support two oxygen furnaces in perfect ratio. So we have just sort of doubled that up. Then your molten steel, we then need to feed into a cooled caster with a little bit of water, and that's going to produce the steel. So I haven't fully hooked up all of this. We need to bring in the water, and we have a molten pipe missing as well. So let's connect those up. Now the water doesn't really require a lot, so it's only 4 every 40 seconds. And I have a water pipe over here coming down for my electrolyzers, so I'm just going to extend this over here. So let's bring that up so our trucks aren't going to have any problems. But rather than starting at that point, let's start over here. So we've got a water input here. I've missed an exhaust there as well. Good job, I spotted that. Let's just fix the exhaust quickly. So I think we just want a regular exhaust. Oh, we are. Yeah, it's simply the pipe that's missing. So we're feeding in both of these into a regular exhaust. So one exhaust can fit with both of these machines. Right, so let's just check the rest of the exhausts. Yeah, we've missed them. Go. And the last one. Alright. So now it's just the water. So why don't we... We're going to have it at... Does that let me come down? No, that's going to be a problem. So we're a little bit tight, aren't we? Could bring the smelters out. The coolers, I should say, out a little bit. Give us more space. Let's do that. Let's go with that for the moment. not need that much space. So I can then bring a water pipe down. And it will be able to connect like that. Alright, so we can bring it back in one. Go. Yeah, it never likes you put in two of those four-way connectors, so we just have to move that one off to the side. Bring our water pipe just along the side of the mountain. Bring it there. Can I bring it down like that? That looks good. Okay, so I think we are ready to go. Let's find out if we truly are. And pause all this. One thing we've forgotten is storage bins to feed in the coal and the iron ore. Alright, let's sort that out. So, let's just fix this up as well. Extend these over here. No need for that to be up in the air anymore, to be honest. So so if we extend this out here, feed in around here, we can then expand our iron a little bit, our steel a little bit in the future if we need to. Now, trucks are going to come over the bridge, so that's okay. And if these are wrong as well. Can't tell the direction when you built it. So but we can always toggle them. Let's get those going as well. So we've got a nice stockpile of the yellow parts, and we are producing them at a really fast rate because we've got 3 assemblers and they're not being used for red parts yet. So, in fact, this storage bin is full. Yeah. So why don't we get those built, and then we can have them starting to fill up. So you can be the iron ore, you can be coal. We want you to stay full. And I have all my ore deliveries on priority 8. Okay, so if we press V, we can copy the settings over. That's just, yeah, standard oxygen, nitrogen, no settings for that. What about these? Yeah, we've got all those set. Okay, so looking good. We are negative unity at the moment. Why is that? Water. We mustn't be delivering enough water now to our settlement. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're digging too close over here. In fact, we've broken that. These. And for our coal field, I think we're going to have to go down another level. So, select all of this. Might as well go down 2 levels out. Level off at that point. Oh no, got that one wrong. Gone down to, yeah, that's flat. Okay. Okay, should be good for coal for quite a while now. Once these guys wake up. We have the fire paused, of course. Right, how are we doing over here? Still not good for water yet. Let's just give it a few moments. There we go. We'll do with some more water. Looks like we're sort of borderline. Yeah. Do I need another of these? Or do I build a water pump and bring in some water a little bit closer? And another pipe to a second one of these. Or maybe I just needed to wait. Yeah, alright, we're positive. So I've got an extremely busy network whilst all these deliveries are done. I could build it with Unity, but because we're a bit borderline, I don't want to spend my Unity on that. Our trucks will get around to it in the end, so we'll just be patient. Okay, well, we took a little pause there, but then we've just had the infection hit the settlement, so we're losing population, which we don't really want to happen. So we're going to, but I already had health boost set. Okay, quarantine. I think we're going to have to kill our population, our workforce, I mean. Settlement full of waste. How did that happen? Come on, guys, get rid of the waste. Still got the landfill, haven't I? I've got loads of landfill. Look at that. Just filling up straight away. Yikes. Alright, we're finally making an impact. Yeah, that wasn't good. Let's unset the quarantine. No, we'll wait until this goes away. No active disease. Okay. Turn off quarantine. I think we can turn off the health boost as well for the moment. Need to get my population back up there. We lost quite a lot of people. So much so that we are now behind on workers. And I've explored all of the map that I can. Can't reach any of these locations. So let's see if the beacon can bring in a few people. So you have got nothing to do. Off some of that terrain then. Okay, coal is back in business. That's good. How are we doing over here? Yeah, we haven't got workers. Ah, what a pain, eh? These hit us just at the wrong time. I don't think we have a food issue because... Ooh, we're not making enough bread anymore. I was going to say, because we're making so much bread, but we're not. Because I've got to quick build that. Left it on pause. Come on. Okay, once that gets back in business, our food situation should be fine. So we're just missing construction part 2. Alright, so we need another 90 roughly. And we got some workers. Woohoo! And we've got the electronics. Missing input. We're missing wood. Okay. It's not one thing, it's another. Yeah, we've cleared away all those trees. Select them all. I'll keep you busy for a bit. I should really put an alert on the bin. Notify if... Go with 50%. Okay, so I'll switch back to a little pause until we are back in business. And we're back, and we have our first steel. Look at that. And a little bit dicey on food, which we are fixing over here by connecting our second wheat farm to the bakery. So we're just going to wait for this to complete. For some reason the truck won't deliver the corn direct into the mill, even though we do have in. Maybe it's because I need to set import settings to 1 rather than auto. That doesn't seem to be making any difference either, so don't pause. I think maybe we need to turn off plenty of food. There we go. Alright, so better for those farms now are in operation, feeding our bakery. How are we doing over here? So we've got the steel. Yay, we're making our first red parts. We've got 16. So some of that is being transported away because, if you remember, we have our sour water stripper ready to go into operation. Once this is working, then we're going to make sulfur even. And then we can decommission our rubber maker down here and switch to the one here, which is just waiting for the sulfur to get going. Yeah, we're borderline on workers though. Okay, let's boost you. Probably need to do is convert one of these farms or build another farm, and we should start making some tofu, because our settlement would definitely like that. That gives more unity as well. But I'm not going to tackle that in this episode. In fact, let's just wait until we get our this in operation. So what are we missing? Missing anything? Making our first sulfur. Look at that. So we're just waiting for the sour water, which means we can get rid of this pipe. Let's do that. We don't want any sour water going down there anymore. Okay, fantastic. So whether we're going to be producing enough sulfur just from this, or our rubber makers, I'm not sure. Is it on all the time now? It's going to be dependent on our diesel use. So if we're sitting at full production, yeah, these turn off, and then yeah, then we're not going to be making the sulfur. So what I may do, so if you remember I said we have a sulfur mine out here. It was actually yellow parts for the sulfur mine when we checked it before we were looking at the coal mine. So yeah, we could start ferrying the sulfur from here, and then use that to definitely have enough sulfur. So anyway, I will consider that. I might implement that in between episodes. Right, we're low on workers. I think no, we don't have population paused. Could do a growth boost, or I could turn on the beacon again. That's taking quite a long time. People, 11 months for 16 refugees. So we'll do that for the moment. Anyway, so that's where we are. Not sure what we will cover in the next episode. You will have to tune in to find out. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.